North Korea's ballistic missile launch on April 2nd was a violation of United Nations sanctions. It was Pyongyang's third such test this year and came just days after Russia vetoed the annual renewal of the UN panel that monitors sanctions compliance.
The panel's work was gradually reduced to kowtowing to Western approaches, reprinting biased information, analyzing newspaper headlines, and using low-quality satellite imagery.
The panel will not be able to continue its important work, including in documenting apparent violations of the sanctions regime in place.
The UN has dispatched its own ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, to South Korea and Japan to discuss ways to establish a new monitoring mechanism to continue reporting on the North's ongoing violation of UN sanctions.
The U.S. does have monitoring structures in place for monitoring North Korea's evasions of their sanction regimes. So do a number of their allies, and they have a network of Pacific countries that work together to kind of share and exchange that information. The issue is that information isn't impartial.
Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield's trip comes amid U.S. accusations that North Korea is supplying weapons to Russia for use in its war in Ukraine. Moscow and Pyongyang have denied those accusations.
We have never recognized UN Security Council sanction resolution against DPRK that directly ran counter to the principles of sovereign equality and non-interference in internal affairs stipulated in the UN Charter.
Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield will also meet with North Korean defectors at the demilitarized zone and families of Japanese citizens who were abducted by North Korea in the late 1970s. But the question remains, will she come away with a new independent plan to monitor Pyongyang's continued defiance of UN sanctions? Frank Ucciardo, TRT World, the United Nations.